Can y'all hear me? It seems like every time I go live, Cox has to goddamn shut down. And they're like, never mind. Not even going to say what I've been going through with utilities and shit for the past few days. Okay. So I'm afraid we're going to have to do this kind of quickly. And I'm going to bring the camera over here and hope that everything stays hooked up and everything. I hope. Because the utilities around here are just flipping horrible. So let me see here. All right. Everybody still there? Who we got here? No, I know that around here is horrible. It's jumping, it's clipping, it's doing everything. Yeah, this is a pumper carburetor. There's something I want to find out. Will this carburetor pump gas from here? And we're going to find out. Now, if y'all got one of these, there's a recall on it from Amazon. They sent it to me because people are drinking out of them. It says fuel bottle. Okay? But anyway. I fired the motor up. I haven't done anything with this. There's no, I'll sit here and never been no gas through this thing. There's never been no gas in this carburetor whatsoever. So I'm curious to see if it's going to pull gas in it. And that's where I come with the fire up. And there we go. I want to see if it fires up. The needle I checked, the low speed or the mid or whatever they call it, the high is on 1.5. That was come from the factory or whatever. I'm curious to see if it's going to pull fuel from here through a filter into the carburetor. Because if it does, the carburetor might not be worth the darn for too much of anything. Then again, it might be really good. But the thing of it is, now you can mount gas tanks anywhere you want on your bike. Yeah, this is the one they've been playing around with, and they've had pretty good success with it. So what do y'all think? Do you think it'll pump fuel? Do you think it'll pull it up through here? Now, everything's nice and rock solid. I've got clamps on everything, all this and the other thing. So let's go. Y'all ready? Y'all still with me? Yeah, he did a video on it and what have you. So let's see if it's going to pull fuel. Now, if it does, now you can mount your gas tank anywhere you want. Well, it did pull fuel, but it ain't cranking up. And I don't know why. Unless it does, the jets are not open enough or something, I don't know. So let me did pull fuel though, but I don't know why it didn't crank up. So this is a low. I'll go a half a turn higher on that. See if something happens. See, I can squirt gas in there and it should crank right up, no problem. All right. All right. Well, I don't know why it's not cranking up. Could possibly be flooded too. I have not cranked this thing up. This is like make sure we got fire here. And we don't have fire. Well, it was running. Why ain't it running now? That's crazy. Nope, we don't have fire. And you know, this is one of these older ones. That is pretty embarrassing right there. And I don't know whether one of these connections went bad. It's crazy. I'll rip them apart and see. Get the heck out of here. That one's on there good. Well, I'll be damned. Cranked up. And that's how these things are. 1 minute cock of the walk, next minute a feather duster. Ooh, got fire now. Must have been that one. All right. For some reason, I get my ass shocked every time I mess with one of these things. All right, let's see what it does now. It did pull gas up in there. I I do have to admit that. But now we got fire. So I don't know. I don't know the settings on these carburetors. I know it's running on the gas I'm putting in it. And it's probably flooded now. There I go, but no, it's not. Something going on here. And that's the way these ignitions are. And I don't have another one. I got this one I just wound, but it's on a different wire and I haven't even tested it yet. No, I done lost fire again. And that's it with these things. I guarantee it's that goddamn coil right there. And these things are just junk. That's the reason you have to make your own. And now that I'm thinking about it, this is when I pulled off that bike that was not working. I hope this ain't the one. Could be. What do we got now? Nothing. Are you serious? Are you serious? Brand new spark plug too, by the way. Well, you goddamn ugly ass E3s. That is sad. Well, this is a bummer, needless to say, because I don't have another one. Get the hell out of here, huh? What the? Sorry, guys. It was firing up. Let me go let my dogs in right quick. That is crazy. So, Lord Buchanan, how you doing? Yeah, it's real TV. You got that right. What the? I'm almost tempted to goddamn solder this on there and see if this damn thing will work. Y'all got time for this? This is really crazy. We can go ahead and do it though. I don't know if it'll work or not. And I don't have another one, I don't believe. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. Let me change it out with this one. We'll be like NASCAR here or Indianapolis 500, just shit out fast. I'm not going to say this is embarrassing for me. It's embarrassing for whoever built this piece of shit. So let's get these through here. Maybe this one will work. I don't know. I know I had some setting out to rewind like I did the one on the Cranbrook. And it works good. It really does. Yeah, this is crazy. But I'm pretty sure that's the one I took off of my damn Cranbrook because I couldn't get it to. Where's that long, crazy ass one that was right down here? Y'all catching all this action? I hope. This is so stupid. I'm not even going to be nice about it. I'm just going to slam that son of a bitch in there. Excuse my French, please. Yeah, this is like very quick and very primitive. I have to do it another way. I'm not even sure if this one's going to work, to be honest with you. Oh, well, that's how it happens. They fail like that sometimes. All right, let's see what we got here. We got fire. We got fire. All right. That's so crazy. Damn it. Anyway. Ow. That hurt. It runs. As far as tuning it and what have you, basically what I wanted to see was that it what I wanted to see was if it would pull fuel up. Now, what that means is it doesn't mean the carburetor is any good. This is bad. Well, we haven't tried this one. This one in the trash. I need to rewind it. But and that other one, by the way, I wound it with 28 gauge wire and go from there. So now that we got something that actually works, kind of, sort of. And I was sitting here jacking out on these screws and what have you. I probably needed to be going in on them. And I'm going to put it back on factory setting like I got it. But now, using this carburetor, you can actually put your gas tank anywhere you want on your bike. And that's kind of the whole reason behind this, or the reason I was testing it, is now you can mount gas tanks down on your bottom. You can pull a trailer and have a 10-gallon gas tank in that, and it'll pull it. So that's one of the good things about this. All right. And I had no idea of the table. I got this thing mounted down where it can't go anywhere, but and I had my heat gun. It's done wobbled up under here. So we're looking at 110, 109 on the head, cylinder. Yeah, so you got to remember it's a restrictive exhaust for this particular engine too. Okay. Heat gun bit the dust. And we're at 160, 175, 181. You also got to remember, though, I can shoot this right here. It's 93. So, wait a minute. See, now when you say that, Raul, what I want to do is I want to put a motor together in case, what have you, put a carburetor on it without the slide in it, crank it up, and walk away. See how long it lasts and see how it fails. What do y'all think about that idea? I'll do that one day. Probably on the next live, I'm going to have one set up. And we're going to put a pretty decent crank in it, probably a 47. And yeah, we'll just crank it up and walk away. We'll just let the camera do the rest. Yeah, y'all like that, huh? That sounds fun to me too. So, but the carburetor does pump gas. We're gonna let it cool down a little bit. It ain't hot really. It's 160, 170. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna take tuning. I see smoke coming back here, and I'm just wondering what the heck that's from. Is that from down here? My hose not tight on it? My hose is tight. Unless it's from here, which I just slammed it together. Not really slammed it together, but... And yes, I do have a fire extinguisher handy. Yeah, and this would be fine. You could actually mount them down on the bottom of the frame. This thing will pull gas. So. And it is pumping gas. This is one way to break the motor in. That was fun. So so we still on? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was fun. I wanted to see it, and that's the first time this engine has ran or this carburetor has ever been used. The idle's good though. I got to admit, the idle's awesome. Got to do probably some work on the high speed. Other than that, though, but yeah, you can mount your gas tank up under your bike. You know, so not a bad idea, not a bad. I mean, it will take some tuning, absolutely. And like somebody mentioned, the mid range is not very good on it. We'll see. And this is a makeshift intake and everything, so yeah, it does sound like your uncle's yard equipment. You're lying. You're not lying on that. That's a damn pipe. And you know, it's not bad. I mean, let's say you got a fairly much of a stalker, and let's say you're going on a real long trip, and you put like a 3-gallon tank in your bed of your trailer or whatever, or in the back of your bike. This thing will pull it out of there. Pulled it through that filter and everything, so I was kind of impressed with that. Hey Dave, how you doing? I know you ain't really a fan of this carburetor. There's a lot of people not a fan of it now. And when it comes to jetting, you have to admit on my Cranbrook and my other bike, the jetting's absolutely perfect. They're both running pretty much the same jetting. Dave don't like the motor. I know better now. He likes the China dogs. He likes his motor. Oh, okay. But yeah, as far as the Cranbrook running and as far as that the jetting goes, they idle beautiful, they run beautiful, they have a good power throughout low to high. So now this one here is going to take a little bit of experience and a little bit of, but you got to have a pulse port, obviously. But it works. I mean, you know, if you can get the damn magneto and stuff to work. But, do y'all see the flickering on this, or is it just on my phone? Yeah, the diaphragm carburetor. I mean, it has its purposes for like if you're in a go kart and your gas tank's low to the bottom, it'll pump gas out of it. Good for that. The gravity feed, you don't need it because this thing is pulling right out of this. Yeah, I don't know why, well, I kind of know why because it's like, what does this camera say? I mean, this not camera. This thing here say it's 93 degrees in here and it's been out here all day. I've been getting it set up. It's probably just overheating. The laptop is anyhow, and I got fans under it, but that don't do nothing but blow 93-degree air on it. So Andrew Wilson Live is doing the same. Doing the same what? Messing with this carburetor? Yeah, I mean, I've got a really good camera and everything, but it's just hot out here, guys. Glitchy, yeah. But it could be also energy too, because they shut me down the first time. I was like getting 150 megabytes per second, and now I was getting 60. I'm kind of curious what I'm getting right now. It says 135, but it should be getting 150. Here's what it is. And I'm sweating like a call girl in church. Anyway, it's hotter than a nice on your TV. Yeah, I watch most of my. The only thing I don't like about watching YouTube, and I watch live on YouTube on my TV, you can't comment. So, Fun Master, how you doing, sir? Mike Miller, Lee McCann, and Brother Duke, Dave Motorola. I don't know. That's a good question because it definitely. Yeah, I see it. I don't know what it is. It's probably damn. It's probably the heat because I got fans up under, and I'm gonna turn y'all around. Huh? Oh. Yeah. So you see, I got fans underneath it, but it's not. It's hot. It's real hot. So, but anyway. Oh my God. I'm sorry I did that to y'all. All right. I'm going to walk in there, grab me a beverage right quick. I'll be right back. See it quit now. See, I don't understand that. Are we still glitching? We still here? We still on? It's not Bluetooth. This is actually Wi-Fi, and y'all didn't see that, by the way. But yeah, do any of y'all? Ah, shit, that thing's hot. 154 anyway. Do any of y'all have one of these? Do y'all? You get for you to see me. Unfortunately, that might not be the best thing, but there we go. And by the way, this bike over here, it is deceased. The frame has cracked again. I'm tired of it. Y'all voted on the 3.4 liter CDH frame. That's what I bought, and a set of 26-inch Genesis or Gemini wheels. You want to fire it up? We can do that. But Amazon sent me told me to return these because they don't have a child safety cap on them. So I'm going, you drank out of a fuel bottle. Spend a little bit more time with your kids and teach them better. That's all I can tell you on that. Let me get some of the stuff off of here so it don't fall down there. And I tell you what I'm going to do. It seems like it's a little lagging on. I'm going to heat this up a little bit more on the low or the mid and see if that makes any difference on acceleration. I'm going to go a quarter turn, and that is it. We don't need this. And I've been stressed out so bad the past couple of days. I mean, couple of weeks, actually. It's not even crazy. And I got to hold that. All right. We don't need this. It works now. All right. Cool. I can twist these up a little tighter here. Yeah, it starts up, but it died for some reason. I don't know why. Probably that magneto probably died too. It's runnable. You could run it probably with a little bit more tuning. What do you think, Dave? Don't cuss, bro. All right. It's going to show. I'm the only moderator here, and we're going to hide that. Okay. Somebody else did. Never mind. I don't know. I don't think so. I think you just need to, because this is the first time, literally, this is the first time that I have cranked it up with that. No, it's not. It was coming from here. It was coming from the shitty gasket there, which it probably wouldn't hurt to retorque the head after they're heated up. I'm sure this is not the way to break your motor in, but we can check it, that's for sure. That's 10 foot-pounds right there. Like I said, I got this thing bolted down. No. 15 foot-pounds. Y'all should have said something. You're done, Kevin. It's coming out of that. But anyway, cranks up runs. Hey, Bride of Bike Guy. I haven't looked at it yet, but I got to go look at it. And this thing's still glitching. Yeah, this is the first time we cranked it up. I was really wanting to see whether it would pull fuel at a low. I got gas going everywhere. That's the reason I got a fire extinguisher over there. I wanted to see if it would pull fuel up. It's a pumper carburetor. And I wanted to see if it would pull fuel up. And it did. Wonderful job. Actually, it did pretty good. Can't complain. So probably this motor with a good expansion chamber and what have you will probably do a lot better with the carburetor. I can't really tune it with that pipe because I'm not going to run that pipe. I've been looking at the KTM FMF Fatty 65 chrome plated brand new and $290 pipes. I've been looking at them, that's all. Cut the piston down. That's what I always do. I make sure that I even you said it, 3.5 thousandths. I got that throughout the whole piston and bore. The piston was actually out around egg shape. Whenever I turned it down, then you got it straight. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do several coils because I'm gonna put one in. The one in my LB 100, the Loaded Dung 100 with the LB 5000 the leg burner 5000, it's perfect. It runs great. Now on the Cranbrook, that video y'all saw this morning, that thing just runs, and you can give it the gas and it goes. It's a really nice running bike. 54-inch bar on it. I don't cut wood, dude. Well, no, I'm lying, and I am lying. I do have a job as a lumberjack now. Did y'all know that? Leg burner 5000. That's that goofy ass pipe that CDH come out with. But did you all know I was a lumberjack now? Yeah, I sit up under that shade tree and wait on a check now. That's a joke, guys. Yeah, I sit up under the tree and wait on that. Sit up under a shade tree and wait on the check. I just wait on money, babe. That's it. I fix stuff for people. I'm wanting to go back to work, and then again, I don't want to go back to work, but I want to go back to work. Well, that's what I named the damn thing, and some people call it a dolphin. I call it a swordfish. It's just one of those things. It's so damn hot down here right now. I've been going through a whole bunch of baloney past 2 weeks, and I don't want to elaborate on any of it, but it was just stuff that's going to cost money to do. And I got somebody that'll do it, and somebody's going to do it, and it's going to be under code and everything else, and that's all we're going to go with that. Once this thing washes over and everything's good to go, and 4 or 5 months from now, I'll let you all in on what I've been going through, but nothing bad. And I told Paul Gale that he's on a new adventure today. I mean, now he's going to live with his brother and stuff. I remember my first divorce, which my only divorce, or my first marriage. I left the house. I had my welding hood, my welding bucket, and my clothes in a garbage bag in the back of my truck. When I got to the job and did the welding test, when I got out there, it was in Cincinnati, Ohio. It was like 2 foot of snow everywhere you looked and about 10 degrees. I looked in my wallet. I had $20. And it's going to be 2 weeks before I get a paycheck. So trust me, I know hardship, and I know some people that helped me, and they were wonderful. So I hear you, man, and I was really fortunate and lucky. I feel no effects of breaking my back, the L1. And I don't know if that's normal or not. I really don't, because I've never done it before. But yeah, I know, burns. I burned my leg on that bastard. That's the reason I got all these damn 1/4-inch bars welded all on the damn thing. Yeah, they hurt. Especially when you get 67 like me, you don't heal as fast. So, but yeah, it's and like I said, I got a new bike coming. I'm gonna put this engine on it. And I don't know about this carburetor. I'm thinking about buying a real, 100% real. Y'all hearing what I'm telling you now, aren't you? 100% real VM18. Oh, and yes, I still got it. I'm still sanding on it. I'm still painting on it, but my shop's been shut down. I haven't had any electricity, or I haven't had, let me go ahead and put it to you like this. I haven't had enough electricity to open my shop or do anything, and I do now. But it's what I had to go through to get this done. When you got a 1952 house and wiring. Yeah, I know. And that's what somebody needs to do, is to get in there with these, get the software and do the stroke for and all the transfer numbers and all that to these Avenger 85 engines, and get a proper damn VM20 volt on. I have to look at that. This carburetor, I'm not dissatisfied with it. It has its advantages in some respect, but I don't know how it's going to work. Yeah, I'm going to look at that. No, I don't do exhaust wraps. They ain't nothing but fiberglass, and all they do is itch you. I'm gonna have to look it up. I got to look up a carburetor for this Yamaha 90 ATV. I got to fix it. Hey, what's up? Oh Lord, no, you ain't got to do that, babe. I thank you very much, but you don't have to do that. Wow. All right. Yeah, and they'll probably make your pipe rust. Thank you, Road Score. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, cha-ching. Okay. But yeah, it's are you just coming here, Road Score? Have you been here? Or are you just coming here? Because I'll crank this thing up again. But yeah, see, and this was a quickie. I brazed a piece of copper tubing on a thin piece of flat plate, and then I TIG welded that on. It's like it was a very quickie intake, and on what? Oh, treat land. Okay, I'm gonna have to go look at it. Yeah, and I've been looking at pipes. And does anybody have any suggestion on a good pipe? ERT, tell me something. Yeah, okay, thank you. And you didn't have to do that. And if you wanted to see me crank it up, I'd crank it up. Hell, I'll crank it up again. I don't care. I just got to put the gas cap, the spark plug cap on it. I hear you. Zip line. What the? Until July 8th. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Especially if you were thinking about mounting a gas tank lower than your carburetor. There you go. And I want somebody, if you would, post a video on a Don Butler engine running on a bike. I would appreciate that a lot if you would. Coffee, I hear you. But yeah, I want to see how one of Don Butler's engines run. And I've looked on YouTube, and I can never find one on a bike. The MZ65 is a good pipe, dude. That's what I got on my Cranbrook, and it runs. And I ain't gonna lie. There you go, man. Even Obi-Wan said it looked good on the bike. Go ahead, say you didn't, Opie. No, I just want to see one of his engines run. I saw one of your engines run. I saw it do 60 miles an hour. Don't be like that. I want to see one of Don Butler's engines run. Every time I go on YouTube and go to a Don Butler site, they have no comments available, or you can't put a comment on it. I want to know why. I just want to see one of his engines run. They pretty. Post me one up on one of my videos. I want to see it. I'll look. I can't find it. Man sells about 100 engines a damn day. Well, I got mine from MZ Miami, and I on that particular motor, it does good. Okay, I never said he wasn't, Dave. I just want to see one of his engines run. I might want to buy one. I know you bought one, didn't you? Or he got some of your engines. Is that what happened? This thing's still glitching. It's just hot out here, guys. I'm sweating like a call girl in church. I thought you might have sent him one of yours. Who's? I can't even pronounce that word. I'm so damn American and Southern and German that I ain't a way I can pronounce that. Yazuni seemed to be a good and affordable. Is that a pipe or is that an engine? That sure as hell ain't looking to buy no damn engine from nobody. Well, I just want to say, I mean, he sells 10, 15, 20 of these things a month. I can't understand why I can't see one run. I mean, you know, just like a car. You go to buy a car, you test drive it, right? At least so you see somebody test drive it. Whew. It's hot out here, guys. Sheeple. Oh Lord. Damn. You ain't talking about one of them damn transformers, are you? Just asking. Ain't into all that. All right, let me. Hell, I'm looking for my damn. Looking for my temperature gun and I can't find it. Oh, there it is, right there. So let me go ahead on this side right here. See if y'all can see. We're gonna put it on the table. 91 on the table. On the frame there, it's gonna be 90. Case here gonna be 114. That's gonna be 138. My skin's 91. So yeah, it's a little hot out here. All you need is a text back. I don't doubt that. Now I ain't no different than none of them. I'm tempted to buy one of his motors to see how damn good it is. Bet you he won't sell me one though. Guarantee you that. He'd be lucky if he doesn't. Used to do bench testing on Facebook. Yeah, he's cranked up a few on bench, and just like I did. Yeah, it's hot down here, guys. It's hot. And usually I'd be doing this inside right now, but I wanted to do this. Shit. I wanted to crank this up. Never cranked it up before. I wanted to see if it would pull gas. We all do it together. I know that, Dave. I've got enough information from you and enough, and it's worked out very well. Plus a little information I got from the RC boats and building those engines. And this is a good lesson to all y'all right now. Don't waste your damn money. The thing of it is, these guys will never do the detail on your engine that you will do. So what if you screw one up? A jug's $30. Go buy another. So what, you don't sand your damn squish right. You get it too tight and it won't work. Go get another. Don't waste your money on these damn engines. And it's not just me, it's all y'all out there, every one of y'all. You ain't gonna, this is a $50 damn jug and all this right here. When I get done with it and get it on that damn bike, if I don't hit 50 miles an hour, I'll give the damn bike and the Genesis wheels and the motor away to one lucky viewer. You heard that right here. Okay? I know you're not talking crap. Hell, you never did. You're just a damn very blunt, truthful speaking person. Well, now that 110, is that the CDH 110 you talking about? Well, I think I will, but if I don't, brand new bike, Genesis wheels, and all set up in the motor, it's going to one of y'all. That's a fact. Yes, you did. And I did my engines and learned what I learned from you. I did know a little bit with the old motorcycle days of the old Kawasaki 125, 175, Bushmaster. And who remembers the Savage 250 Suzuki? Come on. I want to hear you. Wasn't it called a Savage? But anyway, and the RC boats were hitting 19,000. Yeah, the Suzuki 250. When they call a Savage? Way back now. Talking about the damn 60s. I want to do that. I want to do that because I stand up, yes, because I got a clutch system for a China doll. And I've been looking to do that. And at 67, that's probably not something I need to do, but it sounds like fun. I know, babe. Up there in Canada is ridiculous. I sent some stuff to somebody up there, a couple of the tools I made, and I told them just pay shipping. You don't have to pay for the tools. And the shipping was like $25 or $26 or something like that. I'm like, really? And that's just for a clutch tool and a damn scribe. I'm going to get out of here. Oh yeah. I want everybody else to make the mistakes like they did on the Phantom 85. I want everybody to make the mistakes and the successes on the Avenger 85 before I buy one. I don't want to start doing R&D work on that engine because I don't like it, and I don't like the people that sell it. Okay, like Ken Henson and all that crowd. They're no better than Don Butler, whoever the hell they are. But they're smart asses, both of them. See, now I would go, if I was to do a board, a stand-up board, I would go to one of the Zenoa RC car engines. They're like 25cc, and they already have a shroud and everything to keep them cool. But yeah, I thought about the China doubles. See, they make clutches, centrifugal clutches and everything for the Genoa motors. And that'd probably be the route I go because I think they actually already do that, though. Now, the China doll would probably be a better bet because I'm a fat boy and it's got a little bit more torque than those engines. The YD85, I'm not sure what that is. All right. All right. Out. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at it. It was given to me. I haven't really looked at it because that's really not. I was kind of thinking what I could use it on, and that would be a one thing. But I think it's a 3. Okay, the Avenger 85. Okay, somebody else selling it. You see, I'm kind of like I have the luxury of a lathe and all that to do my own decking and what have you to get my squish right and my, if I have to deck the bottom to get it down or whatever, to where everything's good. And there we go again. That's something I want to see work, and I haven't been on. And trust me, guys, if I haven't saw your videos, I'm very sorry. I have been so busy and so stressed and so pulled apart here the last 2 weeks by relying on other people that think they know what they're doing and what have you, or this. And I'll let everybody know later on. Nothing bad. It's just a lot of stuff. And I saw that. I saw the $38, but they have cranks too, and some fool love them. You can do your own cranks. You can do everything. You go back and look at my videos. You can go back and look at Dave's videos. We showed you how to do it. I show you how to do it. It's a funny thing on the Minarelli, not the Minarelli, I'm sorry, but the Cranbrook. That particular crank was balanced perfectly on the stand with the wrist pin, clips, bearing, piston on it, everything else. No matter where you turn it, it was perfect. Now, in a video I saw about, I'm not going to mention no names, but you can probably go back and look at it, said that that's what you want. Let me go ahead and tell you, that's not what you want. To me, anyhow. The crab runs really good. It vibrates down low, and then it levels out mid, and then from there on, it's smooth as silk. Way some of these people are doing these cranks and what have you, and the balance where they get it like 50, 60% or whatever. Now you got a balance of low vibration at low, low vibration at high. So the perfect balanced crank is not always what you want unless you're staying at full RPMs all the time. Yes, yes, you do. Very much so. 50% is beautiful because I got that one exactly perfect. That's not what you want. Okay. Yeah, it's I got that one absolutely, and just listening to people, and I said, well, let me go ahead and try it. But up top, it's smooth as silk. But down low, you better have some damn tooth glue in your dentures when you're riding it. Yeah. Well, when I say vibrate, you can feel it down low. After that, you don't feel it after that. Yeah, and that's with a perfect balanced crank. That is absolutely perfect and true crank. So when I say it vibrates down low, you feel it down low. You don't. It's not bad, but you do feel it. You have to ask him that because his set up like my Minarelli crank, and it did almost 12,000 RPM. No, that's the only crank I did like that that's in the Cranbrook. That's the only one I did like that. And I won't do it again. How'd you get out here, girl? My little girl's out here. Yeah, at high RPM is smooth as silk. And you can tell it. Dead, you can tell it. Once it's revving about 8, 9, 10, it's silk. But down low, it's a little vibration. So, you know, on this one right here, Dave would tell you that 8.8 or 0.88 millimeter. I think he's talking about the one I did for you. Because I'm thinking the bigger these pistons get, 52 millimeter and stuff like that, and they're using the same crank as the YD100, stuff like that, you're going to be doing different stuff. Is that the one I did? You got in the green bike, right? That one was done like my Minarelli, and my Minarelli, or my horizontal Minarelli, not this one, it was smooth all the way around. I never had no problem. You roll on the throttle and that's it. It just goes. Yeah, I do. I like it even all the way through. I don't like one zone that you run it in. So you got Don Butler saying, oh, you got to have it absolutely perfect all the way around. No, you do not. Because that Cranbrook is yeah, see, you want a little all the way through. You don't want to feel it low and then it's smooth it high, because we don't ride wide open all the time. Yeah, see, with the new heavier, bigger pistons and what have you, I think it's less likely that you have to drill as much weight off of it. So yes, a CDH 3.4. I got that instead of Genesis wheels. I didn't get the one that looks like a tube of toothpaste. I'm sorry I said that. Y'all voted for that, Frank. Okay, that's on y'all. Yes, I'm doing another bike frame. I'm doing the CDH 3.4 liter. It's got the dropouts that come straight out the back, and I bought a set of 26-inch Genesis wheels to go on it. You're right. I kind of, best way to say this is you learn from your mistakes. So truing a crank has a lot to do with eliminating a lot of vibration, and then balancing is the other half. So I did a video where I did a half, but the thing is, cranks are getting smaller, they're getting thinner, they're getting lighter. So you have to modify what you do almost all the time. I am, and but the problem is, and like I said, the cranks are getting smaller. When you used to drill a half inch at the top hole at a certain depth, it's a half inch wide now. So now you're boring into the outsides. Yeah, keep a close eye on the temperature, but down here right now, you can't really judge temperature because right now it's 91, 92 degrees. Yeah, and like I said in the past, cutting 10 thousandths off the top of the piston, like we did in the RC boats, which you have to remember, they were water cooled. So, you know, the piston would get extremely hot, but the rest of the motor would not expand equally with the piston. And that's the reason we would cut some off. Same principle here. So I cut 10 thousandths off the top because that's the hottest part of the engine, just to be on the safe side. Never, ever had a problem with any kind of scrubbing on a cylinder. But we are, let me say, we're going to put together a motor. And I don't know what cylinder it's going to be. I think I got some here. And we're going to get it, and I'm going to have it where it can run like this, no clutch or nothing like that. I'm going to put a carburetor on it without a barrel. I'm going to hang a gas tank over it. We're going to crank it up, and I'm going to walk away. We're going to see what fails. Just let it go until it burns up. You can, and yes, I got all that, but I kind of make videos for the people that doesn't have all this garbage I got. So what's happening now is that these damn cranks are getting smaller and smaller, and right, the very top ring, 10 thousandths off the very top above that. I take 10 thousandths off of that because that expands the most. That gets the most heat. So I've never ever had a seizure problem or any kind of scrubbing or anything on any cylinder. We're going to take that LD90 apart one day and check it out. Yes, off the top, very off the top, and I do that on all of them. Above the top ring, exactly. I take 10 thousandths off of that. That's going to heat up the most. Yeah, it was 97 today. It's just 91 right now. I ain't never wasted my time on ring group, checking the ring group. And I just never have. I'll be honest with you, I never have. No, I don't need two engines. I think I could do everything I need to do with a single cylinder. And they got big engines out there. And you're right. Probably a radius cut would probably be better. And yes, their pork chops are Zenova motors that run in 19, 20,000 RPMs. They were pork chop cranks, but water cooled though. Not me. I don't see any advantage or disadvantage. I see the advantage of running two rings. If you're a fat guy like me, you can get more compression. You can get more low down power. If you're a skinny guy, you're going to get more RPMs. That's the only thing I can see, but it hasn't been proved yet. So, not by me, anyhow. I hear you, brother. Yes, everyone I do. I got snap gauges. I have a full set of snap gauges that I check the top four quadrants with a micrometer and not a caliper with a micrometer. Micrometers will actually deal in tenths of the thousandths. So, and be honest with you, totally honest, you're probably not going to believe me when I tell you this. They've never been really that bad. The ones I've been getting, anyhow, not really bad at all. Well, yeah, they're a lot hotter. I mean, they're running a lot more hotter than these engines, a lot more fuel, a lot higher grade fuel too. So yeah, they're going to run a lot hotter. Yes, 40 tooth, and that's what I run on the Cranbrook and the L Loaded Dome 100, the LD 100. I'm a fat guy. I got to run a small. I can't run a 32. I haven't tried running a 32, and I'm not going to run a 32. It's just, but yeah, you and whenever you start getting in the motor and but the cylinders I've been getting have been like some of them might go a thousandth, some of them might go two tenths of a thousandth, and that's it. Four quadrants at the top, four quadrants at the middle, and four quadrants at the bottom. 36 is good, but 40 is a little better for me. If you got a lot of hills where you live, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna get a better motor than that LD90. That cylinder right there is absolutely fantastic. The LD90, that's what's in the Cranbrook. Wonderful motor. The porting's decent. It's not like the LD100 or the 110 or the Yard Dog 100. Won't go that small. Is that you got a heart? There's a heart right in front of you, and somebody else has got to post for it before I can read. But yeah, but really, I haven't seen a bad one yet. The Pistons, oh yeah, they're big at the bottom, small at the top, out around, egg shape. But I can put them on a lathe and clean them up. Machine won't go that small. And you're probably right. But I can fly cut the inside if I need to, but I've never really had that much. And the thing of it is, with sand casting, something like that, or injection casting, and then they go back and cut it, those are going to be fairly decent. Yes. 42 for me is up and down the levees, stuff like that. We don't have hills here. We're not hillbillies, we're flatbillies, not the flat ground. Yeah. I mean, the LD90 to me is probably the best cylinder out there right now. And even with some more tweaking and better pipe, stuff like that. But you got to remember on the LD90, I'm running a 100 main and a 36 or 30, I want to say it's 36 pilot jet. This thing idles like a Cadillac. Just a good engine. Yeah, and I guarantee you, I don't know what the LD90 is hitting, but it's above 8, I'm sure. The LD90 is a 48 millimeter cylinder, and I got the piston. I cut 5 windows in it. 2 of the windows on each side of the wrist pin to help transfer flow from up under the piston, and a boost port and a third transfer, and it runs good. Yeah, I can bore a cylinder if I need to, but I've never really saw anything in there that wasn't going to work out without running pretty quick. And it has really been pretty good. I know these cylinders are chrome plated. Chrome plating is, Lord have mercy, very thin. I guarantee you ain't getting much of it. Yeah, see, if I was like 150 pounds, 36 tooth would be the way I go. Now, when I did over 50 on the Minarelli, horizontal Minarelli, it was with a 36 tooth sprocket at about 11,000, close to it. I'm going to be back in a minute, guys. Yeah, the Nikasil, I've never, that's chainsaw stuff there. See, now our Zenoa cylinders were chrome. Well, they were so good, we never had to do anything with them. Yeah, see, a 190 36 tube is going to pull you perfect. Yeah, the LD90 is just a good cylinder. And like I said, I think I did the damn snap gauges on all of it, and I think it was like in the tenths of thousands. Very minimal of warpage. I wanted a Falcon 911 cylinder, but I never could get one. Well, see, that's not a problem for me because my brother installs plating machines, hard chroming and all that. So, but I've never chromed one. So pretty much all the cylinders to me have been very acceptable. The pistons have been bad. I hear you. Good for you. I lost a lot of weight too myself. I always wanted one, never got one. All right. So what do we got here? Yes. Yes, Obi-Wan. What? My back is absolutely, I can't feel anything. I'm very blessed and lucky. Trust me. That's the reason I don't complain. My back is good. Thank the Lord. I hear you. I hear you. I'm fixing to go here pretty soon. What we're going to do on the next, oh, how do you know how you put in a damn chrome plated bumper? Are you wrong for that? Were you in Kozad, Nebraska? I'm sorry, not Kozad, Petersburg, Indiana. We put in a huge chrome plater there for bumpers. I'm talking about hard chrome for like cylinders on hydraulics and what have you. Yeah, they do have a spray coating. I often thought about that because we use it out there to build up shafts and stuff, and it's pretty damn hard. And they got like a million different alloys for that, but never got into that. The cylinders, like I said, the cylinders I've been getting, I've been lucky. But what it is, after the casting's cooled and everything, they go in there and bore it, and then they plate it. Plating is so thin on that. You're talking like a mil maybe. What's the new buzzword? So let's see. We sat at the bar. We had a few drinks. Now we're going to get on our bike. I think this is how I'm going to break in my engines now. Nice and slow. Thank you, Dave, very much. You saw all the porting numbers on it, so we pretty much there. The pipe's restrictive right now, but yeah. Uh, and it cranked up. And all this is solid and all this is sealed off, so but you do have to have a pulse port. Yes, sir. And y'all have a good night. It's so hot out here. I'm just like, but I'm going to do everything I can. This is wrong, guys. It really is. I'm going to do everything I can by the last Saturday of next month to have an engine sitting up here with a carburetor with no slide in it. We're going to crank it up, and we're just going to let it go. Too much money to do nothing. Interesting though, but just like, but that the last Saturday of next month we would destroy one, whatever it'll be. Actually, I kind of want to do a YD100. Just kidding. Anyway, the ports. The port on what? The one we blow up? You think so? I don't think so. I run a pretty rich mix. I run a 35-1. Well, I'm gonna do it, Dave. I want to see that motor. I want to run that motor. You send me a video of one of those motors running. I want to see the video. That's going to make up my mind. I can't find a video nowhere on none of them. I don't use nothing but wrist pin, Weisco C10 wrist pin clips. Wrist pin ain't gonna fail. Buy a bottle brush for a damn cylinder home. I mean, for a brake cylinder. That's the perfect home. But yeah, I think that's gonna be crazy. Yeah, we're gonna hook it up. I'm gonna anchor it down to the floor, and anchor it down to the table, which this one's anchored down to the table. And we're just gonna turn it on. We'll see how long it lasts, and then we're gonna see what fails. So leave in the comments, what do you think is going to fail? I don't think it's going to be the wrist pin. I don't think it's going to be any bearing. I think actually it's going to melt the head and blow the head out the top. But everything's going to be torqued down. That's the reason I kind of want to get a cylinder that doesn't have a head on it. And a can of paint. You're wrong for that shit, yeah. You're very welcome, sir. And I'm glad to do it. Stock head 47 millimeter. That's what I'm thinking. So, and yeah, Dave, the can of paint shit's wrong. Okay, funny, but it's wrong. But one of y'all got a video of one of Don Butler's motors running. I want to see it, please. I can't find one on YouTube nowhere. Put a CNC head on it, you think? I got one. I'll put on it. You're right. You can do all this with hand tools. You don't need none of this stuff. That's the reason I post stuff on a drill press that can be done with a regular drill, a Ryobi drill, like this. It's the reason I don't like to post a whole bunch of stuff with the lathe and stuff. Die grinder and a paint can, period. Yes, we are going to blow a motor up. I'm going to put a NG carburetor on it with a 70 jet without a barrel, without a slide. Crank it up, let it rip tater chip. Y'all like to see that? Whatever works, babe. PVC elbow, whatever. This is a homemade ass intake I made on this thing. I brazed in a piece of damn copper tubing for the pole support. Hello. Ain't even got a gasket in it. It's just red Loctite. All right, guys. Y'all have a great evening. That's it. That's all. I am hot. You can probably tell. I've been sweating. But a good sweat's good for you. So,